Yeah, that was that was a marathon. Um, I give credit to our team for hanging in there. Man, it was not going our way early. But on the other hand, uh, you got to give the other team credit, man. They were scrappy and they were hard to strike out. And whenever we made a mistake, they hit it. Um, you know, Bolton opens the game, goes 0-2 with two nice fastballs away, and supposed to throw another pitch away, and he throws it down the middle and he hits it in the bullpen, and kind of going, wow, here we go. And I think it shook him a little bit. He really never had command, and he went 1 1/3, so we knew we were going to use some pitching today. Connor came in and got through the inning, didn't get through the next one, and we were off and running. So, but we stayed out of that big inning against them. First 3 innings, they scored one in the first, second, and third, where they really could have maybe punched in a couple more here and there, and got a big lead on us with one of their better pitchers on the mound. And who knows how we would have responded, but we did a nice job of putting up two in the third, and then blowing it open there with seven in the fourth. Cops came in, did a tremendous job, just throwing strikes, making him swing, which that's what we wanted him to do, so we could get another inning or two out of him. I think he ended up throwing like 24, 25 pitches, and I think he got us, what did he get us? He got us 7 outs. So hated to take him out, but, trying to win the tournament, we need him for probably going to need him for the next game or two. And, just kept going with guys, and it didn't go good with a couple of them, obviously. So, but it's a good win. Bottom line, this time of year, find a way to win, and hopefully we'll do a little better tomorrow.
Matt, go ahead.
I think you said to me, Dave, when you brought Kevin in the fourth inning, did you feel like that was a matter of where momentum was kind of on the line and you were trying to keep it as you got out?
Well, I can't hardly hear you, but I think you said something about momentum. Yeah, we needed to slow them down. We needed to stop them then. They didn't need to score any more runs at the time. We just felt like it's time to go. And, we kind of know what we're going to get from Ryan Costu. I mean, we're going to get just about every time 4 outs, maybe 5. And after that, it gets all over the place. And he drilled a guy and 2 on, I think at the time. And we just felt like, man, we can't let him keep scoring on us. And then Franklin came in and made a tremendous catch. I mean, he made a tremendous catch. Kevin gets ahead 0-2, and probably threw the worst pitch he's thrown in a long time. He left it up and in, and he hammered it. And Franklin's helped us out there by making that catch. He saved at least 2 runs.
You and your coaches have talked in the past about it seems like when Cops comes in, your offense responds pretty quickly. I mean, did you feel like that might happen when you brought him in today?
I don't know what he's saying. Next. Can't hear you.
Tom.
I'll ask Matt. He said that a lot of times when Cops comes in, your offense responds pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Did you feel like that could happen tonight?
Yes, we felt like if Kevin came in and slowed it down, maybe our guys would relax a little bit. And I guess you could say they relaxed. I think we scored 7 runs and, hit 2 or 3 home runs that inning. And I mean, that's, Matt's right. Whenever Kevin comes in, it seems like we score. And we did it again.
The home run ball was really big for you, and their guy Rappaport had some decent numbers. What kind of stuff were you guys getting out against him? And then what made you finally break through against Stafflinger, do you think?
Well, the lefty came in, and I felt like that, he was up and out. I think he walked the first hitter on 4 or 5 pitches, and I think he was overthrown a little bit for what he normally does. And, then he tried to flip some curveballs in there and some change ups. And, we were just sitting kind of slow. And even the fastball was like 83, 84. And, we hit him just enough and got a couple balls out of there. And, as far as, the starter, he's a pitcher. He's a good pitcher. He didn't throw the ball in the middle of the plate much. And, he tries to work away to both hitters left and right. And he did a pretty good job with it. He got behind the count a little bit, and that's when we got him. He had to come in over the plate a little bit more and made a couple mistakes. And, you know, like you think about Webb's 2-run homer, he worked to a full count, and then he threw one. I think it was kind of more on the inside inner half. I don't know if he's trying to sneak it by him, but he hasn't pitched there much. And Webb, you know, smoked it down the left field line, kept it inside the foul pole, and got us right back in the game.
Y'all didn't look like yourselves there for a couple of innings. The ball right under Battles' glove, and Nolan throws wide at first. Maybe glad that you got kind of stuff like that out of the way in this one.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think Battles rushed that ball. I don't think he had to come and get that ball that hard. And he got caught in between. And, you know, with a runner on 3rd and 2 outs, I think he just, you know, just a little too aggressive there. And then, you know, Connor never got a real good grip on the ball. That was the problem. And he slipped just a little bit when he threw it. So, yeah, I mean, it's about normal. You go 4 games in a row on the road and you don't make an error, and then you make 2 errors in the first couple innings at home. I mean, what do you do?
Bob.
Dave, I think that falls under a category that's baseball sometimes, right?
It is, man. It's nuts.
Yeah. As far as, you know, it seemed like when you guys got down 3-0 that you had them right where you wanted them, because you guys have come back from 3 or more deficits all year. What were you, even though things weren't going well, were you thinking, oh, you know, we got this, or kind of what was the mindset in the dugout?
Well, once it went to 9-3, and we had Kevin on the mound, you know, we're thinking we got a 6-run lead. We could finish this game with Kevin, and we'd all be happy. But then we wouldn't have Kevin for a while. So we had to roll the dice and say, okay, he's given us 7 outs. He's thrown 24 pitches. We got to get him. And we punched another run, put us up 10-3. We got a 7-run lead. They scored 2 immediately. Then we scored 2. So, you know, you're thinking, okay, well, we matched them. And they scored 3 in the 8th. And a little frustrating, you know, that some guys come in and didn't do a very good job. I mean, Toll didn't throw very well. He gave up 4 hits and got 2 outs, hit a guy in the back, pitching behind in the count, and breaking ball wasn't working real good. And, you know, Monk came in and got us good out. And then, I don't know, you know, just we didn't want him to go too much either. I mean, we're thinking we got to have him the next couple of days. And then, you know, Ramage got off to a slow start, but finished strong. And that was really good to see. So, you know, we knew it was going to probably get a little bit crazy the way we were going to work the game. We just need to make sure that we scored at least 1 more run than they did.
I got a question here from Matt texted me. You know, if you start Wicklander, you start Wicklander tomorrow, who you going to start? Do you know?
Who's going to win?
I don't know. I'm going to
Can we
pick
tell you right
Nebraska.
after we see? And we're probably going Wicklander, but you never know.
And
I
then
mean,
I'm sorry. What I meant before was you guys have come back so much. Did you feel like, even though it was a sloppy start, you're down 3-0 and all that, did you feel good? Like, hey, you know, our team always comes back, you know?
I felt like we would still come back and win the game. I mean, we're down 3-0. It could have been 5-0. If it had been 5-0, then it gets a little bit dicey. Then you're thinking, okay, we got to bring in Kevin, and we're going to have to ride this for 4 or 5, maybe the rest of the game to win this thing. And we were prepared to do that if we had to, but thank goodness we scored 7 in the 4th. And, you know, because they would not go away. And they just kept slapping 2-strike base hits the other way and laying off borderline pitches. I mean, you got to give them credit. I mean, we struck them out 9 times, but they don't strike out much. And we knew that coming into the game, and they proved it. They've got a good approach, and, you know, they got a couple guys who can hit it over your head, but they got a lot of guys that just try to take what you give them and put together an inning or two. And you see why they won that tournament last weekend, because they're tough.
Got one more. That when that guy hit that drive that Franklin ran down, were you thinking, I don't know if he's going to catch this, or were you thinking, he's got it, or kind of what were you thinking before he pulled it down?
Well, when it was first hit, I thought he had it. And then the ball, for some reason, from about center field over down left field line, was really carrying. Wind was blowing, but it wasn't like it was blowing out. It was kind of blowing across. And then I didn't think he was going to get it. And he made it incredible. I mean, he was stretched out as far as he could. I'll have to watch that again, but he was really extended. And when you know it, he comes up and hits a home run the next inning too. It was a big moment in the game for sure.
Thanks, Dave. I'll let you know if Matt texts me any more questions.
All right, let me know if you've got more questions in the chat. Let's go ahead.
Yeah, you kind of answered my question right there. But Franklin's leadoff home run there after he made the catch. What did you see on that at bat? And do you think his catch with that home run kind of swung the momentum fully in y'all's favor?
I think the catch really swung the momentum because if he doesn't catch it, we're down 5-2. And they still have 2 outs and a runner on second or third. So that was a big play. Defense wins you a lot of games, and that's one that helped us, stay in the game or keep it a little closer. He actually fouled off a pitch or two, and the pitch he hit out of the park was it might have been a changeup down and in, and he just went down and got it and kept it fair. It was a good swing on a pitch that was pretty well located.
All right, that'll wrap us up. Thanks for your time, Coach Van Horn.